How's it going, ladies and Bruce? It's up, Bobby Sixkilla. Welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. We are partially into our investigation of Byakuya's murder, of which I have my suspicions about, as you probably know. I still think it's Nagato, but we'll find out. We've got to talk to everyone still. There's something I want to ask you. What is it?
It is strange, no?
It appears that only that wall is a different color and material. Why is that?
Perhaps.
It's probably a fire door. Fire door? You've never seen one before? It's a door that shuts to keep fire from spreading by containing it. If that happens, you can run away, right?
Wow!
I see, it's like a barrier. Just like lining up plastic bottles around the house. That's only done to keep cats from getting in. You know about keeping cats from getting inside, but you don't know about fire doors.
I am ashamed!
Truly, I'm culturally ignorant. I'm ashamed of myself. I've never heard of fire doors either, don't worry. Never heard of it. Into the kitchen. Is Curator in here? The Nagato's in here too. Hey, were you in the kitchen during the blackout, Curator? That blackout totally startled me. At first I thought it was just in the kitchen, but when I finally managed to get out of the kitchen, the hallway was pitch black too. And then I heard everyone's voices, so I fumbled along the wall and tried to feel my way to the dining hall. But that place is pitch black too. It was like pitch black everywhere. Can you just use that kitchen stove as a light?
No.
Oh, that's impossible. This gas stove needs electricity to work, so it's directly affected by the blackout. I see, then I guess it's not possible. Since you work with a fire in the kitchen, I figured you'd be able to use it as a light source or something, but I guess it's not that easy. Okay. Nagato?
Hey.
Since we've come all this way, let's investigate this area, just for the heck of it. There's a chance there might be some sort of clue here. Alright, fine. We already heard all that. Isn't it amazing? That meat's so big, even I was shocked. It's a dish fit for a tropical island. I'd never be able to get meat like this in Aoyama or Azabu. I'd never be able to get meat like this in my hometown, much less Aoyama or Azabu. I get it. You don't have to repeat yourself, but it's so big, where'd you get it? I asked Nikomaru. Apparently he killed the cow at the ranch with his bare hands and brought it over. His bare hands? It's a little hard to believe, but it doesn't seem completely impossible either. The hands of his, they look like they're specialized in punching things. I wouldn't want to get punched by those hands. Seriously, Nikomaru is so wild. He's totally right at home in a country setting. I'm so jealous. My hometown's near Aoyama and Azabu, so wild country things like that, they slip my mind a lot, you know?
Man.
I guess the meat has gone to waste, since this awfulness happened right when the party started. The only ones who ate any food were Akane and Pico, who took some of the portions for herself. Don't say that. After I worked so hard to cook the world's most refined party dishes, only 2 people actually tasted them?
To tell you the
It's not like I actually believe it, but if there really is a killer out there, I'll probably never be able to forgive that killer. He's scary when he's mad. Party dishes. What else we got? Byakuya must have confiscated all the dangerous items on the kitchen's equipment list. Just from reading through this list, it looks like the knife next to Byakuya's body didn't come from the kitchen. It appears to have been brought in from the outside. From outside? How did the killer get past Byakuya's body check?
That's weird.
Strange, isn't it? I mean, he didn't even go easy on the girls when he was performing the pat-downs. If that's the case, they probably brought the knife in advance and hid it somewhere. Still, it's surprising how much equipment this kitchen has. There are iron plates for barbecuing and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. But all this stuff that doesn't really pertain to the murder, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I agree. Are we done here? I guess I'm pretty much finished investigating the kitchen for now. Nagato, let's get going.
You're right.
Sure thing. I'm gonna try the storage room still. There is so much investigating to do. How come Byakuya was able to say something like that in the darkness? Like, what the hell is going on here? Or this is... It makes me wonder. Whatever. Makes me wonder how he talked with a knife in his throat. This storage room's really dusty and dark.
Wow.
My hands were full during cleaning the dining hall, so I couldn't even touch this room. It even has cobwebs. There's no way I could stand in here for a long time. Are these irons? Looks like they were recently turned on, but why are there 3 irons on this ironing board? Just as I thought, your eyes don't miss a thing. It's to overload the breaker. When I was looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I also found these irons, but I found them, all 3 of them were turned on. Turned on?
Yep.
It'd be bad if another blackout happened, so I turned them off, but it doesn't feel like... Doesn't this feel kind of sinister? Sinister? It's obviously to overload the breaker. That's what they're there for. So that when the AC came on, it was more than enough to tip the scales and collect the breaker off. We don't have time to go through each and every one of them. I guess we should leave them alone. A wise decision. There's a huge piece of cloth randomly shoved in here.
Perhaps.
Is this a tablecloth? Oh, a tablecloth? Wait, huh? Hold on, there's something on it. Is this a bloodstain?
Huh?
A bloodstain? Come here, take a closer look. It's too dark, I can't really see that clearly. There's no mistaking it, this is clearly a bloodstain. Which means this tablecloth is connected to Byakuya's murder, right?
Well,
If that tablecloth has a bloodstain on it, then it's a possibility. Seriously, it is a bloodstain.
Hajime.
How much longer are you gonna stay in this dark place? You're just wasting your time. Let's move on and investigate other places already. I get it, you're right. You shouldn't make me leave. Stacks of clean tablecloths. It's like you don't want me to find all the things. All the things that are here. I don't trust you, Nagata. I don't trust you at all. Is the shitter open yet? Nope. Someone appears to be inside since it's a unisex bathroom. I don't actually know who's in there. Is someone in there? We knocked on the door and tried calling out to whoever was on the other side, but there's no response. This is going nowhere. I guess we should give up for now and check on it later. Yeah, you're right. Into the orifice. Anyone here?
Hajime.
The old building circuit breaker should be inside this office. Circuit breaker, huh? It might be related to the blackout, so it's better if we check the circuit breaker first. Sure. That must be the old building circuit breaker. The blackout probably happened because of this.
I see.
Doesn't look like someone did anything to it. Nothing else looks suspicious either. The circuit breaker is pretty high up. Even if you use a stepladder, you won't reach it. I totally agree. That's why it's so mysterious. Well, during the blackout, I was panicking so bad I forgot about that, but you're right, even with a stepladder, there's no way you'd be able to reach that circuit breaker. Which means someone must have reset the breaker after the blackout, but who? I did it.
Whoa!
It's here!
Actually,
You idiots had no idea what to do about the blackout, so I'm the one who reset the circuit breaker.
by the way,
I'm not the one who tripped the breaker, the killer did that, of course. But how did someone as small as you reset the breaker? Firstly, my eyes work really good at night, so I have no trouble seeing in the dark. And if you want to know how I reach the circuit breaker, my body stretches. You know, I'm very elastic.
I won't be fooled!
Liar.
it's
I'm serious, wanna see? Wanna see a version of Monokuma with his body all stretched out? It's gross. It's grotesque. No thanks, just imagining it makes me want to puke. Oh really? Such a shame.
so cool.
Still, don't you think Monokuma's such a nice guy? In a popularity contest, he'd take first place.
I see.
What the hell? So he's the one who reset the breaker? Well, in that case, I'm convinced there's no way we'd be able to reach that. If that's the case, how did the killer trip the circuit breaker? If they didn't trip it or set it to be tripped. The Duralumin case should contain all the dangerous items Byakuya collected.
Hey.
Maybe we should check inside just to be safe. But it's locked.
Yep.
Byakuya had the key to this particular Duralumin case with him. Check it out, I brought it with me, so there's no need to worry. Hey, is it okay to take that key without permission?
Now.
It's forbidden to tamper with the crime scene, but if we don't, we can't check inside this case, right? So I should open it. This guy, he doesn't feel any remorse.
See?
It's open. Forks, kitchen knives, iron skewers, and various tools are crammed inside. But it's not possible the killer took anything from here, because the key to the case is inside the case Byakuya had with him. I guess you're right about that.
Maybe...
Isn't Pico the killer? Why do you think that?
I mean...
She wandered off somewhere, even though she was supposed to be in the office. When we were looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I went to the office right away, but when I got there, she was gone.
Well...
I shouldn't say this too loudly, or else Miss Sonia will yell at me. Pico's probably the one who tripped the circuit breaker and used the blackout to her advantage to kill Byakuya.
Hey,
And don't you think she looks kind of ruthless too? Like an assassin, right? Well, it's not like you look any better. I can already tell you doubt me, correct? Huh? However, it does not surprise me. An unexpected blackout occurred, and during that time, Byakuya was killed.
Anyway.
The circuit breaker is in this office. Naturally, I look suspicious since I was supposed to be here.
wait.
Supposed to be here? Does that mean...
I see.
So I was right, you weren't in the office. But why? Were you supposed to guard the circuit breaker and the Duralumin case with all the weapons in it?
Huh?
So where'd you run off to on your own?
Well.
That is... Pico suddenly dropped to one knee and started groaning on the spot. Hey, what happened? No, I'm just not feeling too well. I apologize, but excuse me.
What the heck?
Excuse me, what was that?
Hey,
Pico, it appears the bathroom inside this old building is currently occupied, so I recommend either the hotel lobby or your cottage. Huh? Seems like it'll be a tough path. With cold sweat dripping from her forehead, Pico wobbled out of the office. What happened to her? It's kind of hard for me to say it myself. I already feel bad enough for Pico as it is. What does that mean?
huh?
I mean, is it cool? She didn't like run away or something.
That's right.
Because if she ran away, she's obviously the killer. I'm almost positive. Is that really what it is? Did the cook guy poison the food as well? Perhaps? Because she's one of the only people that actually ate. This remote control is for the office air conditioner. Huh? The timer here is set to 11:30 PM. Wasn't the time for the air conditioner in the dining hall also set for that time? Can't be a coincidence, right? Of course it's not a coincidence, you idiot.
Now then.
I guess we're done with the office, don't you think so? We should get going now. Well, that's pretty much all of this building.
Yep.
Looks like you pretty much finished looking around the old building.
Hey.
So how about we check out Byakuya's cottage? Byakuya's cottage?
Yep.
There might be clues there, so I thought it'd be a good to check it out just in case. But I was scared I might encounter some danger if I went there by myself. Well, I don't really mind going there together, but aren't you worried about the possibility that I might be that danger?
Hey.
You mean am I worried that about you being the killer? To be honest, I don't think you're the killer. In fact, I can't even imagine it. It's like instead of living with doubt in others, it's so much better to die believing in others. Don't talk like that. We're doing this so we can live, you know?
I see.
As I thought, you sure are strong. You're definitely the chosen one, chosen by Hope's Peak Academy.
All right.
Let's get going. To Byakuya's cottage. Yeah, I don't know why, but every time we talk, I don't really know how I'm supposed to react. It's because he's a weirdo. The moment I left the old building, there was a strange scene unfolding before me. Oh, they're trying to get the earring.
Hey, what are you doing?
What am I doing, you say? Ha! Now that is truly a foolish question.
We're just checking to see if we can get under the floor from here.
Under the floor? Why?
Who said it was futile? Who decided it was impossible? How did you know I cannot recover my earring?
If it is possible to get under the floor, it'll change our understanding of the murder. I think.
Probably.
So I thought it was important to check it.
I see.
Under the floor, huh? I never considered thinking of it like that. What do you mean?
See?
Come on, think about it.
Hey.
The carpet I laid didn't reach the table where we found Byakuya's body, right? And the dining hall floor had huge gaps beneath the floorboards. Then is it possible that the killer killed Byakuya by stabbing him from beneath the floor?
Yep.
That's what I thought, so I'm trying to see if we can get under it from here. Of course it's not... that didn't happen. Well, I guess it's not possible to get under the floor from the outside. It kind of happened because the knife was left on the ground next to him. The building's surrounded by firm fences, so there's no way to sneak up under the floor from there. And it was taped to the bottom of the table. Even so, I couldn't find a way to get under the floor from inside the building either. Do you think there's a possibility that there's a hidden hole somewhere?
Wow.
No, that's not possible. Are you sure? At any rate, it seems you can't get under the floor from outside the building. That's a relief. Relief? Why? Because if you could get under the floor from the outside, there'd only be one logical suspect. The only person who didn't come to the party and also doesn't have an alibi. Fuyuhiko.
So,
I suspected him too, that's why I was checking to see if it's possible to get under the floor from outside.
well,
Speaking of which, not long after I began guarding the entrance, Fuyuhiko came here. He did?
huh?
What happened, Fuyuhiko?
Huh?
Oh hey, what are you doing here? All alone at a place like this?
Yep.
I'm seeing a guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside.
Huh.
How diligent of you.
Hey.
Can I come into the party?
What are you saying?
Hell no. Not even if you pay me. Parties are stupid. They make me want to puke. You want to come to the party, right? Isn't that why you came here? Of course not. I was just going for a damn walk. What, do I have to report to you every time I want to go for a fucking walk?
That's wrong.
No, it's not like that, but... Then leave me alone. And then he just left. So that happened, but why did he come here?
See?
He probably wanted to be a part of the group, but he can't be honest about it. He believes he's different from everyone else, that's why he's always alone.
Hey.
He's like the main character of an RPG. Have you played this before? When did we start talking about video games?
I see.
Even though we don't really know what he's thinking, I don't think we have any reason to doubt
I'm
him.
glad.
That's a relief, I'm glad. You keep saying you're glad, but we have no idea who the killer is. Well, I guess for now we should stick to the plan and head over to Byakuya's cottage. As long as the probability is greater than 0, that will suffice.
Not unleashed even half of my power yet.
I will most assuredly reclaim the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands. It seems he has no intention of investigating. Anything else to say, Chiaki? I guess for now I've discovered the building is surrounded by firm fences, so there's no way to sneak under the floor from there, I think. Also, Fuyuhiko came by, yeah, you know. Alright. We're going to the cottage then. Oh, there's Fuyuhiko right there.
Huh?
What the hell? Didn't I tell you to leave me alone? That's not happening. Didn't you hear Monokuma's announcement? Of course I did. Apparently Byakuya's the one who got killed. So what? What'd you say? Do you think I'm the killer? Think whatever you want. I'm used to being mistrusted. That's not why whatever. Just tell me what you're doing while everyone else is at the party.
Huh?
Checking my alibi, huh? Well, I don't have one. I was just chilling in my cottage all by myself during that time. The whole time? Because Chiaki said she saw you in front of the old building.
Shut up!
Nosy bitch.
Jeez.
It's true I went for a little walk, and then just by chance I ended up passing by the old building. Were you really going for a walk? Don't tell me you're actually trying to join the party.
Don't fuck with me!
Why the hell would I do that? It's just a coincidence. A coincidence! Alright, I got it. Dumbass. Alright, Nagata, which one's Byakuya's one? Kazuichi. This is our one, right? If you're over there, then I guess it's on this side. Mikan. Chiaki. I can't tell by the letterbox who they mean to be. Okay, I can tell that one. Sword Lady. Mrs. Nevermind. Princess Nevermind, should I say. Okay, what's on the other side then? Run! There, this one. It's locked.
Hey.
I guess we need to ask him for help. And so Nagato took a deep breath. Monokuma!
Did you call me?
Nagato, when did you train Monokuma?
Hey.
Monokuma, I was wondering if you could do us a favor. There's something we want to investigate.
What's this?
Who are you talking to? This is my after image. When I get serious, my after image is unleashed. I can even play soccer by myself as long as I have this cloning technique. Though it'd be pretty boring to play alone. I don't have time for this, just hurry up and open Byakuya's cottage already.
Well,
This is for the class trial, it's something we really need. For the class trial?
This is
If it's for the class trial, then there's no way I can refuse. Now then, there's only one spell that can open these doors.
Babalos! I'll leave the rest to you!
See, I've unlocked the door, now you can investigate to your heart's content. Why does it open with a magic spell?
jeez.
Probably powered by electricity. At any rate, that performance was a waste of time. I see, I guess we should go inside then?
You're right.
I guess you're right. What is this? There's an envelope on the table. Is it a letter? Someone sent to Byakuya?
That's weird.
There's no cinder. That looks pretty suspicious.
Hajime.
You should check what's inside. Yeah, you're right. Let's say... Be careful, the first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. This is...
This is...
a crime warning? No, if it says be careful, it's probably a threatening letter. Regardless, who would send something like this? Maybe... Is this why Byakuya suddenly decided to throw a party? Huh? The first kill will happen tonight because someone made this threat to Byakuya. He gathered everyone in one area and was extremely cautious about all the dangerous items. He was trying to create a scenario in which everyone can monitor each other. He thought if he did that, no one would be able to kill anyone. So he believed this crazy letter. He couldn't ignore the possibility of this happening, even if it was just a worst case scenario.
Hey,
Remember what Byakuya kept saying? How he wouldn't let anyone become a victim. He couldn't overlook that slim possibility just to keep his promise. And why'd he keep it a secret? If he just told us,
Nope.
he probably couldn't. He probably thought that was the worst case scenario. What do you mean? If everyone knew what was in this letter, whether it's a lie or not, everyone would have likely begun doubting each other, and at that point there'd be no turning back. So Byakuya tried to do something about all this by himself without telling anyone. His strong sense of responsibility is the only explanation I can think of. Anyway, whoever sent Byakuya this letter also killed him. Is that what you're saying?
sorry.
No, this could be a prank, and it might have nothing to do with Byakuya's death at all. What was that? He suddenly became real quiet. You see, he doesn't want to believe one of us could be a killer, but still, we've come all the way here, and it's the only thing I can think of. The person who wrote this letter murdered Byakuya. If that's the case, that person completely predicted how Byakuya could react once he received it, right? They planned to manipulate Byakuya and killed him right before our eyes in that old building. Damn it, who the hell would do that?
Hey,
Hajime, there's probably not much left until the class trial starts. Probably. Which reminds me, you asked Mahiru for a favor earlier, right? Yeah, I wanted to find out where everyone was standing just before the blackout. He's probably finished by now. You're coming with me, right?
sorry.
That's all you. Huh? I need some time alone. I'd like some time to collect my thoughts. I see, I understand.
Hey,
Also, if you're going back to the old building, you should hear what Mikan has to say as well. I think the results of her autopsy should be ready by now.
bye now.
See you later. He was pretty pale, I wonder if he's okay. But now's not the time to worry about Nagato. There isn't much time left, I better hurry over to the old building. Okay. And our level is skyrocketing. We're up to level 16 already. At this rate, we're going to be level 1,000,000 in no time. Not that I'm sure if that helps anything. What the hell was that loud voice just now? It's the toilet man. Wait, where is he? Is he in the shitter now? He's not over here. Oh, there he is. You finally get to go, did you? I feel so lighthearted right now. I, Nikomaru Nadai, have been reborn. I have no intention of losing anymore. Losing to who? I won't lose to anyone, not even my past self. That sounds cool and all, but what are you even talking about? What? I don't know who was behind it, but someone tried to make a shitty bastard out of me. Some scoundrel was occupying the bathroom before the party was about to start. Now that you mention it, you said something like that shortly after the party started. I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
Sheesh.
If you think I've been angered by something like that, you've all underestimated my nerve and patience. Do all and achieve all with one's presence of mind. That is the goal of a true leader. In other words, a leader must never falter in any situation, but always have the presence of one's mind. He says that, but I'm pretty sure he was shaken up by that whole ordeal. Oh well, best not to get into it, considering he always talked about how he was going to shit his pants. Anyway, you're saying the bathroom door was shut from before the party started to after the blackout.
So what I mean is...
And the bathroom was finally unoccupied after Byakuya's body was found. That's about how long it lasted. What he said sounds stupid and irrelevant, but I should remember it just in case. We tried to open it after Byakuya's body was found, and it was still locked. So that's not 100% true, right? Someone was hiding in there then. So it must be someone that isn't in the photos. So I guess I was wrong about Nagato then, this time. If you'd like, I can tell you a little bit of what I want to say. Did you find out anything? I tried, within reason, to perform an autopsy on Byakuyu's body, and I discovered that there were several puncture wounds around Byakuyu's chest and abdominal region. Deep wounds, deep enough to reach his lungs and internal organs. It can be assumed that a very thin, sharp object, around 5mm in diameter, was used to stab him over and over again, which is what I believe... Hey, you okay? I'm sorry, talking about it made me so sad. No need to push yourself. I mostly got the gist of what you wanted to say. I'm sorry. Still, around 5mm in diameter, huh? Isn't that pretty thin? That's as thin as an ice pick or an... It's not the knife then. Wait, I'm confused now. I don't know what's going on anymore. I thought I kind of had an idea of what's going on, but I have no idea what's going on. Just as I thought, there seems to be no way to get under the floor from inside this old building. Maybe. So it's just as Nagato said. If that's the case, I should give up on finding Gundam's earring. Alright, where's everyone standing?
Hey!
Yeah, here. Where the hell did you wander off to? I wasn't wandering, I was investigating as much as I could. Well, if you weren't slacking off, then I guess it's fine. Did you find anything? Yeah, sorta. You don't sound too sure. Just take a look at this. Just as you told me, using the 2 photos I took before the blackout, I tried to pinpoint where everyone was standing. When I did, this diagram was the result. So this is everyone's standing position before the blackout. Everyone's pretty much in the dining hall. Is anyone missing? Akane, Nagato. I made this diagram from analysing these photos, so I'm pretty sure it's accurate. Just as I thought, Byakuya was standing a far distance from that table. It's impossible, there's no way to be able to move that far during the blackout. What's this line extending from the table where Byakuya was killed? I was thinking that to the storage room. It's the desk lamp. I drew a power cord for it just in case. The power cord for the desk lamp. If that cord extends from that table where Byakuya was killed, that means...
Hey,
So did you find something? It's not clear to me yet, but I guess you're right. I didn't really understand it myself when I was drawing it. I have a feeling it's either a potential clue or just a waste of labour. No, it wasn't a waste at all. It's not clear to me yet, but there's no mistake that a clue is hidden here. An extremely important clue. Uh-oh.
Alrighty, guys! It's finally time! That's right! It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, I shall tell you all the meeting place.
Okay.
At the central island of Jabberwock Island, there is a mountain with my adorable face carved into it. That, my friends, is Monokuma Rock. Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance.
Oh my god. Convoluted much?
I'll see you soon.
Doesn't sound like it. Sounds like I'm gonna have a hard time finding it. A mountain with a carving of Monokuma's face at the central island. Are we on the central island right now? We'll get to it and then we'll wrap this episode up. Because we'll be out of time. And then in the next one we'll just do the class trial, which is how we did it last time, because the class trial usually goes for at least an hour. So the next episode is going to be a long one. Prepare yourselves for that. Buckle in for an hour-long episode at least. Depending on how similar the class trials are to the first game. Those things are so cool. I want a pet one. Now there's the rock. Alright, we're going to wrap this one up here. We're going to head into Monokuma Rock in the next one and start the class trial. Until then, I hope you guys are doing it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for getting out to me, and I'll see you in the next one.